When I was younger, I used to go and watch West Ham. I grew up a West Ham fan. My dad was playing for them when I was very young, so grew up in a West Ham area, so I supported them. When I was younger, the player I looked up to was Paul Gascoigne. Obviously not a West Ham player, but for the way he played for England and just the way he played the game, skill, character, personality he had, he was the player I always wanted to be when I was playing over the park. One game that sticks in my mind as a young England fan was the game against Belgium in the 1990 World Cup when David Platt scored, for me, one of the best England goals of all time, with a volley over his shoulder. That's my favourite World Cup goal of all time, and that game was one that I always remember. I don't really collect memorabilia, but I think I collect some shirts in big games and swap shirts with players, and the one that probably I hold closest is the Ronaldinho one I got in the Nou Camp when we played them. He was at the top of his powers, and he actually didn't say he'd come to me asking for mine, but our eyes met and we kind of said to swap, and I had complete respect for him at the time, and that's one that I'm not one to put them up on the wall and frame them, but it's one I'll always look after. You wouldn't know I used to play cricket for Essex between the ages of probably under 11 to about under 15, and I was very keen on it, and I was like a batsman stroke bowler. I kind of grew out of it a little bit and got a bit more bored and into my football. At school I always had dreams to be a lawyer for some reason. I used to watch LA Law when I was younger, and whether I've had the mind to go through the sort of 7 years of training to be one, I don't know, but that's something that I always wanted to be at that time. I love football because I'm doing something with my job that I've wanted to do as a kid. I think it's every kid's dream to be a footballer, and I'm very fortunate to be able to do that, do it for a great team like Chelsea.